And we back like bra straps. Is Voch Lombardi. We're here to take a look at Rashan Gary, defensive lineman from Michigan. We're looking at him again. I actually did a film session on him previously. Y'all can go check that out. I just wanted to do a follow-up on my thoughts, just to see if my thoughts had changed at all, and they haven't. My thoughts are no different than what they were at first. I think Rashan Gary can be one of the best 3 techs in the league. However, he plays a lot of defensive end. A lot of teams have him at defensive end, and therefore people are projecting him at defensive end. People always tell him, like, yo, Voch, how can you project Rashan Gary to play somewhere that he's never played before? Well, he's playing a little bit of 3 tech, but we project players to different positions all the time. Let's not act brand new here. We project defensive ends to outside linebackers. We project tackles to guards. We do this shit all the time, so it should be no different here. But as far as Rashan Gary goes, he's right here. He's going to be this left defensive end right here. The same thing that we know about him, right? Ball get off, solid punch, big guy, and to be fair, he's going to end up being like high 280 pounds or so. To be that size and to move how he is, that's his big advantage. Now, I will always say he doesn't look like a natural defensive end to me. He looks like if he's going to be high 280, right? And I know it's a common thing to want to take the athletic big guy and put him at defensive end because he's athletic. But I'm thinking innovation. I'm thinking new National Football League. I'm thinking these 3 techs are more athletic now than they ever been. Like, create a new position with Rashan Gary. One of these 3 techs that can get upfield and bust ass quickly. Ed Oliver's one of those guys. Christian Wilkins, he's one of those guys. 3 techs aren't slow anymore. They're just as athletic as defensive ends. And if I'm Rashan Gary's coach, I want to cut down on all this space, because right now Rashan Gary is responsible for basically this right foot to the sideline. If you put Rashan Gary on the inside with that same pop, with that same ball get off, with that same strength, boy, oh boy, you got some nastiness there. We see Rashan Gary coming off the edge here, super athletic, but he's not the most natural bender in the world. Now, if he gets off the ball quick, beats you to your back hip, he can kind of bend if he just beats you there, but he's not a natural bender. Just imagine putting this kind of ass whoop on the inside. That's just, that's my thoughts on that. Y'all ain't got to agree, but let's keep watching. Take a look at Rashan Gary at this left end spot right here. He's gonna come off the ball and deliver a nasty little blow right here. But this is another one of my critiques or whatever when it comes to Rashan Gary, right? He has the ball get off, the punch, and I think he got the strength when he gets there, right? But now what? Now he has to, think about engaging and getting off blocks. He has to set up pass rush moves, string them together. That's cool, man. In B-gap, this gets a lot easier. I think this is the hard part for Rashan Gary. A lot of people think he's not giving a lot of effort or whatever, or that he doesn't know how to get off blocks, and he probably doesn't. But if you put him inside and let his athleticism work for him, let his strength, ball get off, and pop work for him on the inside, that's a lot less responsibility than a left defensive end would have to go through. You know what I mean? Even more pop. Rashan Gary right here punching the shit out of people. He just got to find the ball and disengage right here. Now, he eventually takes his block all the way to the running back, but I would prefer him to actually use his hands, disengage, and go get him. But Rashan Gary, I want you to come off the ball here just like you're doing. I want you to be relentless after you get hands on the guy, right? Like, we see the front part of this rush look fantastic here. Pop, 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 boom. Then we get to this part. It looks kind of different here. Now, I understand the ball's going a little bit, but you can tell, if a player had a pass rush plan or not. And it looked like Rashan didn't really have a pass rush plan. It looked like he's reading something, or that he's constantly thinking. I would rather put him inside where he doesn't have to think. Outside, he's thinking right now. He's processing. And the ball is gone, sure, and he has to. I kind of want him to chase this down real fast. If this is just going to be a screen to the outside, he could probably get on that tackle. Like, if it was a fumble right here, he can jump on that. I would like him to be a little more relentless relentless in a little more relentless in his rush, sure, but just have a backup plan. Just have an extra move after you punch and get that extension. This is some nice extension right here, but just get rid of them and go chase that play down. Give me some high effort and chase that. YouTube Illuminati is taking money away from your favorite content creators, and people often ask the best way to support the channel directly. I tell them that subscribing to my Patreon. Just $1 a month would increase production and the frequency of uploads. Basically, that means more content for you. For less than a bag of almond M&Ms, you can support the channel, call dibs on requests for future videos, and you can have access to Patreon exclusive material like my throwback film sessions. That's patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. I appreciate the support. Doski Woski. Salute. Oh, man, this is gonna have to be a conversation that we have later on down the line. But like, first of all, like, just look at Chase Winovich right here, right? Just look at Chase right here. Watch Chase and his pass rush. That's relentless right there, man. Get up and rush the pass, man. And let's take a look at Rashan Gary and how he rushed the passer, right? Hey, man, it is what it is. Was this a gap exchange by design? Not by design. Hey, man, just keep going. See, you got him, go get the quarterback, man. If you were just a little more relentless, you probably could have got there. This ain't me knocking Rashan Gary, but there are some critiques to his game, man. And this could be another thing, man. If you put him at 3-tech, maybe the action happens quicker inside. I don't know. But, damn, I hate that. The Chase Winovich film session is probably going to be right after this one, so stay tuned. This play made me mad, dog. Look at Rashan Gary right here. Let's take a look at Rashan, man. Just look. First of all, I want you to rush a little more relentlessly, man. Like, what if Devin didn't get the sack right here? You know what I mean? Like, quit celebrating. Get your ass over there in that pile, man. Look, I'm not gonna sit up here and bash Rashan Gary because I'm not trying to bash him. If you take a look at my other film session, I said a lot of positive things about Rashan Gary, and I think there's a lot of good. There's a lot of good in him, and I do think he can be one of the better defensive tackles in this league. But a lot of people they talk about his production or his lack of it. I think that comes from him playing out of position. Yeah, that's just my thoughts on that. Let's take a look at him on this play. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. That's a better rush, but let me see what his bend look like. Let's go back to the wide angle. Let's see. Rashan Gary's gonna be up top. See, his bend wasn't too natural right there. Didn't really have a natural bend right there. Just kind of got me. Yeah, okay, cool. So, yeah, man. I mean, that's just how I feel about Rashan, man. If he was playing on my team, I'll just put him in B gap and let him get upfield and rush people. Just let him be faster than guards. Let him use his length, use his pop, use his ball get off, and just let him fly. Putting him at defensive end, teaching them stuff. Hey, man, you do this. God forbid some 3-4 team takes him and put him at their end spot, and he got to punch and read and two gap and stuff like that. It's just a lot of information that he has to process. I'm more so of him getting upfield, busting ass quickly. All right. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I drop random videos in the middle of the week just like this. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Patreon and join my Discord. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski. Chase Winovich is next. Salute.